The Mishnah asks this question. The Mishnah says, Lama nivra adam yechidi. Why was man created as a single individual? Adam was created as a single individual, as a single body, or Adam and Eve, actually, as the Talmud tells us, they were a single body, then God split them into two. Why didn't God just make them two? Why were they created as a single individual? This is the question of the Mishnah. What is God trying to teach us? And the Mishnah gives us two answers.
Two becomes one.
One answer is, the Mishnah tells us, to teach us that every single person should wake up every single morning and say, Bishvili nivra ha'olam. The entire world was created for me. That means that the entire universe was worth being created if there was only one person on the world, and that was me. Unbelievable. What profound individuality this Mishnah is teaching us. And then the Mishnah goes on to say something else, which is the second explanation. And for the sake of peace, that one should not say to his fellow, my father is stronger than your father, as we like to say when we're kids in school, right? Why can't you say that? Because we all come from the same father. Everyone originates from Adam. We're all the same. How strange. The Mishnah on one hand says, everyone should rise up and say the world was created for me. And on the other hand, the Mishnah sort of contradicts itself and says, don't think you're so special. We all come from the same place. And the Rebbe actually explained this in a pastoral letter by explaining that both are true, more importantly, both are vital. And that is that we need to appreciate our individuality, and it is specifically through appreciating who we are as individuals that we can actually begin to accept another person completely. Because if I wake up in the morning and I know that the Mishnah tells me to say the world was created for me, and I wake up in the morning and know that the Mishnah says that you should wake up in the morning and say that the world was created for you, then we have a very healthy world. We have a world where we're not denying the reality that you are you and I am I. We're accepting that. But we're also accepting that there is a vital place for you and that there's a vital place for me. And on one level, we are all common. The great philosopher Aristotle once said, a friend to all is a friend to none. If you want to understand what friendship is, and if you want to learn how to be a friend, learn to be a friend to one person. Just one person. Master friendship with one person, you'll master friendship with the world. If you cannot master friendship with one person, you cannot master it to the world. I once shared this idea. There was an interfaith group that came to our Chabad house. They wanted to hear about Lubavitch and Shabbat. And so I was talking to them, and I attempted, as I often do, which isn't always so wise, but I always like to be on the fringe of things to really challenge people. And I knew their mindset and their thinking. And you know, they were saving, as we heard Ghani speak on Friday night, they were saving the trees on the other side of the world. And all the issues that were on the other side of the world. So I just made a comment, not a direct comment to what they do, but I just made a comment that we believe that it's important to love your fellow Jew as yourself. And they said, why only your fellow Jew? Very same question. Why Oseh Shalom b'Marav, Yaseh Shalom Adal Kol Yisrael? Why only the Jews? And I said, because if you can love your own, you can love others. But if you don't learn to love your own, you will not be able to truly love others. You simply will not be able to. Elie Wiesel was attacked once on this very subject. What do we speak about as Jews? Right? When we speak about the Holocaust, what do we say? How many people were killed in the Holocaust? 6 million, right? 6 million. And we all know that there were about 25 million people killed in the Holocaust. But Jews only speak about the 6 million Jews that were killed in the Holocaust. What happened to all of the other people that were killed in the Holocaust? A very valid question. And Elie Wiesel was approached with this very question. And Elie Wiesel gave a profound answer, an answer that the Torah teaches us, this very point. He said, don't give up your Jewishness in order to become universal. The only way for me to become universal is through my Jewishness. It's my Jewishness that makes me universal. I do fight for other causes, I always have, My life is a testimony to that, and I'm still fighting. But I cannot allow my Jewishness to be wiped out in exchange for something I would do for others. I don't want to do that. If I were to kill the Jew in me, what would I do? I would actually do what Hitler did on a different scale. He said something very profound and very true, and exactly what the Torah teaches us. That the way we reach out to the rest of the world is by valuing ourselves as individuals, as an individual community or nation of the Jewish people, and then as individuals ourselves. It is through knowing who we are that we can be a light unto the nations. A Jew that wants to forget about who they are so that they can blend in with the other nations is making the grave mistake that many make about claiming that we are all the same, denying a fact and reality that sits before our eyes every moment of our life. We are not all the same on the outside, but essentially we are. And that's why at the end of the day, once we know ourselves, we can love every single person in the world. So individuality that's exclusive is dangerous. Individuality that is inclusive is the healthiest way to approach life.